tomorrow Don's bringing the coach in to get the exhaust manifold fixed, and I do not want to be sitting in the muffler man's lobby all day with the cat. So we decided to put the 10x10 up, put my bed in there. I'm going to stay in camp while he's taking care of all that other stuff with the motorhome. So now, if it takes more than one day to fix it, I'll be able to sleep out here till he can come back. So
yeah, she's going to sleep out here tonight just to
I'm
find
going
out.
to test it out.
Just to see
Yep,
how she feels.
I'm going to test it out. The weather's been just beautiful. It's nice and it's perfect right now, actually. It's going to be 71 tomorrow and 51 at night, and I've got blankets, so I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I've got my phone.
You got your scooter.
My scooter.
She's going to have cooking stuff out here, everything.
Yeah, because I still have the luxury of the utility pole with the water and electric. So.
Yeah, water and electric.
Bathroom is just on the other side over here. I can scooter over there, or I can bring out the porta potty. But I don't.
Nah,
I'm not going to do that. I'll just scooter to the bathroom. It's right around the corner.
It's like right next door.
It's right around the corner, so I'll just do that. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna be doing adventures while he's gone.
You're having your adventures, I'm having my adventures.
Yeah, make sure you film while you're there.
Oh, okay, we'll try.
Okay. Well, got the 10x10 set up, the walls on, all zipped up all the way around. Put my mattress on the picnic table, got my heater, and back scratcher. Can't be without that. Suitcase with some warm clothes in it, just in case. But I'm pretty toasty with that little thing. And got the table set up with my computer, so I can still watch movies and stuff. And I have my phone that I can also watch stuff on. Now tomorrow, when Don takes the motor coach in, he's going to be taking the Nomad internet with him, and my phone gets internet. I just can't use it as a hotspot for some reason. I'm trying to figure out how to get it to share with my computer. So I'll be working on that later tonight and during the day tomorrow. And if I can't, well, I'll just have to use my phone for everything. Not my favorite thing to do, but make do. Oh yeah, I have a coffee pot. Yeah, I'm set. So I think it'll be fun. I'm going to be sleeping out here without the cat. We'll move her in the morning, her crate and her food bowls and, you know, her stuff. And hopefully, the manifold won't take 2 days to fix and he'll be home tomorrow night. But this is just in case he does, so get to test it out.
The following day.
Oh, there it goes. Get the exhaust manifold fixed. Today is September 22nd. And hopefully he'll be back tonight. I slept pretty good in the tent last night. For my ISP, they do not provide hotspot services. So I have to do everything on my phone. Anyway, so I figured it, since I can't get internet on my PC, I might edit some videos. And every time the sun comes out, it gets so bright I can't see anything. Can't see the screen or anything. And Kitty is, she's doing okay. She hasn't cried yet, so hopefully she'll be alright during the day. Yep, doing what we can do. Okay, just heard from Don. It's a little bit after 4 o'clock now. It's like 4:15 or so. And they had the part ordered. It was the wrong one, so they ordered the right one and had it rush delivered. They're putting everything back together right now. They worked on the spark plugs, and they said that the leak in the hydraulic jacks is in the lines and not the seals, which is a good thing. We just have to bring it somewhere to have them replace the lines, I guess. So he'll be on his way home tonight. Now the problem is he was supposed to also go to West Coast RV Recycling to get the handle put on the awning and pay for the work that they did. He won't be able to do that until tomorrow because now it's too late. They're closing shop down there. So I'm just gonna keep the tent up, and I'll just hang out in the tent again tomorrow. I'll sleep in the coach tonight, of course, but I'll just come and hang out with Kitty during the day and maybe do some more filming while Don's gone down there to get the handle and do just a little bit of grocery shopping. There was a few things we missed the other day. So, okay, everybody, have a good evening. See you next time.
5 minutes later.
Well, I just heard from Don again. They were buttoning things up and he was going to be heading home. But it turns out that a heat sensor fell off and some spark plug wires needed to be replaced or something. And they won't be able to get the heat sensor part until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it looks like I'm sleeping in the tent tonight. Oh, right, Kitty? You're comfortable over there. She's having a good time. All right.
Well, since Don's not coming back, let's do a mini review. Let's go check out some of the bathrooms.
The next day.
Well, I just heard from Don. Everything's done, finished. Came to $500 for the work. He's on his way to West Coast RV for the handle on the awning. And he'll do a little grocery shop, and then he should be back fairly soon. And this little munchkin over here somehow in the middle of the night got down off the table and was walking around or something because she had some pitch stuck to her fur. And she got into the bed with me. I don't know how she managed that. But she did. Little monster. Okay, I'm excited. Don's on his way back. So, yeah.
Our time had ended in 𝙎𝙧, so now it's time to head north. We stopped at my son's house on the way to Le Conner, and gave us a tour of his bees, at least until my battery ran out. But here it is.
Which then will allow you to look at this side of it.
Okay.
But we'll do this side first, just because that's going to get better light.
Now there's bees in there?
Yeah. I hope so. I haven't checked on them in like a week or something, but... Yep, there they are.
Where they at? Where they at?
Down here.
Oh. Wow. And they just stay in there.
Yep.
Don't they need regular food though, don't they?
Yeah, so they're foragers, and everybody go out here, and that goes outside.
Oh,
so their landing
okay.
board is on the other side of is on the exterior of the building.
Okay, so they're able to get in and out that.
Yep.
Cool.
And so let's see, what are we looking at here? All right, so these are all a bunch of worker bees, and this is like a brood frame. So you can see there's some yellow material in these cells on the exterior. See, there's like some kind of weird yellow stuff inside. That's all pollen, or known as bee bread. That's what they feed the babies after their first 3 or 4 days of hatching. The first 3 or 4 days they feed them royal jelly. Same thing that the queen gets, but the queen just gets it for her whole gestation cycle. That's what makes her a queen. But then after 3 or 4 days, they'd switch to bee bread, and that's the pollen, or the protein source that the babies get. And then if you angle the camera right, and you can see, so like there's this weird brown papery cover over the cells. That's basically a pupa. There's pupa bees underneath that. It's like an air breathable wax material that they use to protect them as they turn from the larvas into pupas, and then eventually, through that stage into adults. But you can see that there are some that are yet to reach that stage, and there's white little grubs inside a bunch of these, and yeah, those are the larvae.
Oh, okay.
And they're in a larval stage for the first about 10 days or so. So, and they're all just running around doing their thing. I don't see the queen anywhere.
Now, what happens up here?
So this colony is not big enough to fill this whole place up. You can see it looks like they just started laying eggs and using this area to expand. So the queen is not only filling up these frames, but then is also starting to come up here. But then there's a bunch of uncapped nectar. So that's this shiny, there's like a shiny stuff inside these cells here, and that's basically stuff that's becoming honey. They're working on reducing its water content. They're dehydrating it until they eventually cover it up with a non-air permeable wax cover, which is what all this is. This is honey, basically, that's done.
They're making honey out of it.
Yeah, I could theoretically shave that wax off the top, put it in the centrifuge behind Mom, and then the honey comes out, goes to the tank, and then it gets jarred.
Right.
Put it through a filter and everything, and then it goes to a jar.
But you don't on these because you keep these for their food for the winter, right?
That's right. Yeah, because that's their food.
And that's their future homes up here.
Yep, exactly. So what'll happen is like next spring when their population goes up, and I probably will add another frame brood in here just to help boost their population, to help them get through winter, because they need bees to create heat to keep themselves warm enough to continue through winter. But next on the springtime, then they really go nuts and start propagating, and that's when there'll be enough population to come up here and fix and expand all of this, and then they'll even draw all the wax out, all the comb out of those top frames.
Okay.
So
because I see a couple, 3 bees floating around up there. They're just dinking around, right?
Yeah, they're just patrolling, looking for pests, looking to see if I give them any more syrup, because that's what,
right that goes up there.
Yeah, there's not a lot of, this is just 1-to-1 sugar water.
Okay.
This is basically, there's a dearth right now. There's not a lot that's flowering right at the moment.
Right.
So to help them get resources to keep propagating and build themselves up for winter, have enough food to carry over and everything, I feed them. I don't do this on all the hives because the other ones all have like tons of resources and they don't need it. But this one's small. And then, so that's this side. So this is
Doesn't this go in there first?
Yeah, I'll put it in there later.
Oh, okay.
It's okay to leave it open for just a few minutes.
You need latches instead of nuts.
Wing nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me come over here.
Wing nuts, please.
You can have a seat if you need to.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, I see. You just take one.
So it's this is a 2x4, so a total 8 frame setup. And so you see they got plenty of reason.
You don't have a light in here?
I do not yet.
Okay.
I want to eventually run one. I'm looking to see.
Okay, what are we looking at now?
Oh, so yeah, this is what I use for, you know, kind of like segregating the queen for certain operations, like if I'm doing a split or a swarm or something. But mainly it's for marking queens, so that I can find them easier. So what happens is the queen will be walking around on a frame, and so I'm like, gotcha, right? So she's crawling around in there. Then, without cutting her head off or anything, I very carefully go like that. And this is basically the same size as a queen excluder. She can't fit through here.
Right.
But worker bees can, so it's no big deal. And then, as she's crawling around, I eventually just kind of force her up here, and this is a nice foam doohickey that then
Kind of traps her there.
that pins her in place. And I do it to where her thorax is then sticking out from in between one of these slats. And then I grab a paint pen, and then I just go whoop onto her thorax.
Oh, okay.
And then she's there struggling. I feel bad, but you know, whatever. It's not that bad. It's not that big a deal. Blow on her a little bit to make it dry, and then let her go. And then I just go put this back on the frame, and then eventually she crawls off, and then off she goes. And then she's got a big pink spot or a blue spot or a white spot. I try to use the same one for every year, so I know, like, if I'm looking at a queen from last year, she'll have a white spot.
Right.
This year she'll have a pink spot.
Okay, so
I
you
can
change
kinda
it up
figure-
every year.
Yeah, so I can just figure out like how old the queen is.
That's pretty.
Well, that's all we have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and here's a big shout out to all our subscribers. Thank you for your support. Join us next time when we go to 𝙀𝙃𝙄𝙎 RV Camping Resort in 𝙀𝙃𝙄𝙎, Washington. And until next time, take care, and remember, if we can go there, so can you.